Your dog just bit you, and before the sting even fades, the emotions hit hard. Did I do something wrong? Do they not trust me anymore? Are they dangerous? Here's what most owners are never told. Your dog didn't bite you because they hate you. They've been trying to communicate something for a while now, and biting was the only language you hadn't ignored yet. In the next few minutes, you're going to understand every real reason a dog puts their mouth on a human, from genuine red flags you need to take seriously right now, to something that might actually mean your dog trusts you completely. Owners who understand this don't just avoid bites, they build a bond most people never reach. Let's get into it. Reason number 1 is the most serious and most misunderstood, and that reason is fear. Most people assume a dog bites because it's aggressive, but aggression is almost always the last step, not the first. Here's what actually happens inside your dog's mind. They feel cornered, trapped, out of options. They have no way to say, "I need space right now," so they use the only tool they have left, their teeth. And here's something critical that most owners miss completely. Fear bites almost never come out of nowhere. Your dog will warn you first. A stiff body, flattened ears, a low growl, or whale eye where you can see the whites of their eyes. That's not random behavior. That's your dog begging you to back off before things escalate. If you learn to read those signals, you can stop a bite before it ever happens. Slow movement, a soft voice, and giving them space. That is the entire formula. This next reason catches even experienced owners completely off guard, because sometimes a bite has nothing to do with emotions at all. A dog in pain bites out of pure, uncontrollable reflex. Think about it this way. If someone suddenly pressed hard on a hidden injury in your body with absolutely no warning, your reaction would be instant. If your dog has become snappier lately, especially when you touch a specific part of their body, that is a medical signal, not a behavior problem. Don't correct it, investigate it. A vet visit might reveal an injury your dog has been quietly hiding for weeks. Dogs are biologically built to mask pain. It's a survival instinct inherited from their wild ancestors, which means by the time they're biting about it, they've likely been suffering in silence for a long time. Reason 3 is critical because it can escalate fast, especially if you respond to it the wrong way. It's called resource guarding. This is when your dog becomes intensely protective over something they consider theirs, their food bowl, a favorite toy, a spot on the couch, and the instinct driving it deeply ancient. In the wild, a dog who surrendered their food simply didn't survive, so this behavior is thousands of years of evolution talking. Your dog isn't being mean, they're being exactly what nature built them to be. Now, here's the dangerous mistake most owners make. They try to forcefully snatch the object away. That teaches your dog one thing. Humans reaching for my stuff means direct threat, and the guarding gets worse every single time. The right approach is building a solid drop-it command, using positive reinforcement, making trading always feel like a great deal. That one simple shift changes the entire dynamic between you and your dog. Now, we've covered the serious signals, the ones that genuinely need your attention right away. But here's where things get really interesting, because the next reasons your dog bites, not dangerous at all. In fact, one of them is something your dog only does with the people they feel completely safe around. Here's something important to understand about dogs. They don't have hands. They explore, play, and communicate entirely with their mouths. In a litter, puppies learn bite control through trial and error. Bite too hard, the sibling yelps, play stops immediately. Lesson learned. But when that puppy moves into a human home, they have to start that education all over again from scratch. Because human skin is nothing like dog fur. No cushion, no protection, no tolerance for roughness. A dog who never learns gentleness with humans in puppyhood will keep using their mouth the same way they did with their littermates. There's also a behavior called mouthing. Your dog wraps their jaw around your hand with zero pressure. No bite, no pain, nothing. That's called a displacement behavior. Your dog has more energy than they know what to do with, and it's coming out through their mouth. It can look alarming from the outside, but it is completely harmless. Here's one that tends to make owners feel a little called out. Your dog learned this behavior directly from your own reactions. At some point, a gentle nip made you react. You looked at them, you made noise, you gave them attention. And in your dog's mind, that was a complete success. Because attention, even negative attention, is still attention. So nipping became their shortcut, the single fastest route to getting you to notice them. The fix feels counterintuitive, but it absolutely works. The moment they nip for attention, you disengage completely. No eye contact, no words, no reaction at all. You simply stand up and walk away. Then the second they're calm and quiet, that's when you turn around and give them everything they were asking for. You're not punishing them, you're teaching them what behavior actually works. Now this one surprises a lot of people. Sometimes your dog bites not out of anger, but out of love. Dogs are pack animals wired to protect the ones they care about, and in the modern world, you are their pack. Some dogs take that responsibility very seriously. A stranger approaches you and your dog steps in front and snaps. To your dog, that wasn't aggression, that was protection. The problem is, not every dog reads situations accurately. A delivery person, a friend, a family member, anyone unfamiliar can feel like a threat to an overprotective dog. This is why early socialization is so important. A well-socialized dog learns to trust your judgment about who is safe, instead of making that call themselves with their teeth. And then there's this. Sometimes your dog isn't communicating stress, pain, or any warning at all. Sometimes when your dog puts their mouth on you, what they're actually saying is, "I love you." It's called cobbing, a soft, gentle, rhythmic nibble with no pressure and no aggression behind it. Usually paired with a relaxed body language and soft blinking eyes, maybe a slow, easy wag of the tail. Puppies do this to each other in the nest. It's one of the first ways young dogs communicate warmth to those closest to them. Some dogs carry that behavior all the way into adulthood and direct it toward the humans they feel safest with. If your dog gently nibbles your hand in a calm, quiet moment, that's not a bite, that's a bond. Here's the one thing that ties all of this together. Your dog is always communicating with you. Every interaction, every behavior, every time they put their mouth on you, there is a message inside it. Your job isn't just to manage the behavior on the surface, it's to understand what they're actually trying to say. The owners who learn that language don't just have safer dogs, they have something most pet owners spend years chasing and never quite find. A dog who genuinely and completely trusts them. That kind of bond doesn't happen by accident. It happens because someone cared enough to want to understand. And the fact that you watched this entire video tells me that's exactly the kind of owner you already are. If this changed the way you see your dog, share it with someone whose dog has ever bitten them. They need to hear this. Hit subscribe if you want to keep going deeper into dog behavior and psychology. That is everything Canine Theory is built for. Right here is a video on what your dog's body language is telling you every single day. Signals most owners walk right past without ever noticing. Watch that next. Your dog will thank you for it.